What's good, my people? Another offline video with your boy Snow. This is the Ignorant Gamers. What's good, my G's? She stands for Gamers. You already know by the title of the video what this is about. Now, for those who are stumbling upon this because of you're looking for it and you're not subscribed to our channel, I am the PlayStation voice on this channel. But I'm a consumer first, okay? I try my best to be unbiased, and I defend the shit out of the PlayStation against the monster, which is fucking Ramon. It's out balance, because I go at the Xbox too, but I go at it from an aspect that people don't normally go at it. But at the end of the day, I am a gamer. I like to play games. I used to play every games. I'm older, I don't have that much time. I don't play all the games no more, and now I've found what I like to do, and I chose what I chose, but I try to play what I can play. If you tell me something's hot and why it's hot, when I get a chance to play it, I will play it. But before all that, I am a fucking consumer. This is a big thing here. Now, with that being said, things do not sound right. When February hit, we all the PlayStation people who was invested in PlayStation went crazy. I had questions then. I went kind of crazy, but I had questions then. Then E3 happened. PlayStation meeting February, then Xbox wouldn't have a meeting, and then E3 happens, and then stuff happens after that. Sony took shots. Microsoft didn't say nothing. Microsoft fumbled. All this shit happened, right? Here's how you share a game on the PlayStation 4. Right? All that. Crowd goes wild. Puppies die every hour on the hour. Stop the bleeding. Get the villagers, right? All this happens. Always on connected Xbox. What the fuck is that? No, I can't. I may not have internet. Check on 24 people on the internet complaining about the internet. That's Ramon's line, right? So now here we are with my choice of gaming. I'm not a fanboy. This is where my choice, where my mindset is right now. PlayStation. Let's remove that word real quick. Although, I'm gonna put y'all in the game real quick, right? You can probably do this when you get this. Holy shit, I just recognized that number. You know, that's going to be another video for later. Off the back, tell me, where do you see Sony's fucking name on this? Right? Right? You're not going to see it. But we all know it's Sony PlayStation. Oh, I found it. Sony Computer Entertainment SCEA, right? That's not the logo that they put on it, but it's this Sony, that word Sony, right? And it has to stick. Sony PlayStation, Sony PlayStation, Sony Initiatives. You guys know them. When there was a Walkman, that was a tape player, right? Then when we had a Walkman as a CD player, DVD happens. Sony goes hard with Sony Electronics. I'm sorry. Then the PlayStation 2 comes out. DVD. PlayStation 3 comes out. Blu-ray beats the HD DVD that Microsoft tried to sell you guys as an add-on. Right? That's 3 fucking options. You guys right now can either go to your aunt's, uncle's, grandparents' house, pick up a VCR, maybe a DVD, maybe a VCR DVD combo, and maybe a Blu-ray player, right? Remove the VCR part. We all know you can't play CDs on that shit. You can even pick up your old PlayStation 1, Sega Saturn, all that. You can play your CD. Can't play DVDs. So you get your DVD player. My first DVD player was actually not my PS2. I bought a Apex. Low-end Apex. Nobody knew what the fuck Apex in the digital world, in the electronics world was. I bought that. Fantastic. In fact, had I not left it at home for people that was not responsible, I'd still have that DVD player again because that was my first DVD player. And it worked. And I bought that in 2000 and it worked in 2007. Crazy, right? Oh, it also played MP3s. Blu-ray. My first Blu-ray player is my PS3. Ramon has a thing he calls a paperweight, which is the PS3. Him and several other people inside of Ignorant Gamers call their PS3s paperweights. It's only good for Blu-ray, streaming, and DLNA. Now that DLNA thing, I don't give two shits about. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't use it. I tried just because I'm somewhat of a techie. I don't use that shit. But long hold and fucking behold, the internet goes crazy about DLNA on Twitter, which is how I found out about this news. Like, why is everybody tripping on DLNA? And I've always been mindshare with it, intrigued by it, thinking that, okay, well, CES is around the corner. There's a lot of announcements happening now. There's going to be happening now, you know, about stuff happening in February, March, and all that shit. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, maybe they try to make it something dope. I wouldn't even think about PlayStation. I was thinking about Sony Electronics. Maybe there's going to be a new TV, a new tablet, something. Talking about DLNA, right? Tablet would be dope in the phones, right? Maybe they make it easier. So I click on DLNA in the trending tab and Complex, IGN, GameSpot, mad people. PlayStation 4, and I have CDs, MP3s, DLNA. Fuck DLNA, but CDs and MP3s? Whoa. I hit up Ramon. Yo, son, no DLNA for you, son. That's why he uses his PS3. Other than Netflix, which is the #1 place for Netflix. Right? PS3, baby. So, I'm like, shit. Well, hold up. Wait. You can't play CDs? What? See, now I saw that article earlier with the PlayStation FAQs, but I skimmed it. I didn't see that. Somebody was analyzing the fuck out of that and was like, yo, son, what's up? We can't. So you might be thinking like, yo, that's no big deal. I don't use DLNA. Okay, that's fine. Google didn't think nobody used Google Reader. I use Google Reader. Mad people use Google Reader. Enough to trend. 100,000 don't get you trending on Twitter. 200,000 don't get you trending on Twitter. Look up how many tweets it takes for you to be trending on Twitter. And then you tell me how many people didn't know about Google Reader, right? So, you remove DLNA features. Personally, I don't care. But my boy Ramon was pissed about it, right? MP3s. Now, I have a PSP. I'm so over putting anything other than games on my goddamn console. I'm so over that. However, there's been times where I've had to, but I got many friends that do that. I don't do it because I have an MP3 player, but many people do. My PSP would stream, when I plug it in through the USB, would stream through my PlayStation for entertainment here. And at times, the movies that I would have on my PSP would play through my PS3 on my big ass TV, Sony TV, for everyone to watch. No USB support, no external hard drive support, which is where my MP3s were, and more importantly, movies. Now, I'm not talking about movies like I purchased from the PlayStation Network or any other thing. I'm talking about personal MOV files, personal videos that I've made, personal things of my friends' weddings, barbecues, christenings, parties, dancing, shit, ignorant gaming sessions, all that, right? 500 gigs. Play through, watch it on TV when people come over, or at my leisure. And this is crazy. So, right now, I can go outside and buy a GPIX. Look it up. A GPIX DVD player, which can play MP3s and CDs and DVDs, obviously, right? Without a hook up to the internet. You can buy a Blu-ray player. Blu-ray players are natively supposed to touch the internet for BD Live. Never have it touch the shit and can play Blu-rays DVDs, CDs, and MP3s. Sony creates all of that. And even 4K players, right? And you mean to tell me that I can't come home, not hook up to the internet, and just pop this in for campaign and play this? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I can't do that? What's the problem? It's only 300 megabyte update to activate features that are critical for the system running, right? I have nephews. I have brothers, younger brothers. Christmas is coming. Hopefully I did good on a couple of certain things where this money's going to come in, or at least can chip in for their parents to actually get that stuff for them, right? My brother, older brother, who has kids, calls me and goes, "Yo, Snow, yeah, I heard that the PS4 doesn't play Blu-rays or DVDs or CDs or MP3s without getting an update from the internet, or at all. Which is it?" My friend, he's a parent, he's a consumer. He's gonna be part of the big reason why there's an install base for this fucking platform. It ain't me and you. We're on the internet. We do this. Well, not even all of you, because some of y'all still on fucking allowance. And you can just go buy me this. Your mother or dad has to come out of their fucking pocket. I'm coming out of my pocket for my shit. I'm a consumer. You're a fucking beggar. You mean to tell me that my brother had to call me to ask me a question that should never be asked? You should never have to call someone else and ask them about something that is fucking standard on his current system. Because then he followed up and asked me that question. Yo, did I have to do that for the PlayStation? I said, nah, remember I was there. We didn't have, your internet was being ran on your computer. We didn't have a plug. We didn't have a Wi-Fi router. We just put it in, we hooked it up, and we played. Will I be able to do that with this? Will my nephew be able to do that Christmas morning? Not everybody has this money. Isn't it the same argument we had for Xbox One? Not everyone has internet. Not everyone has the money for all this, that, and the third to be hooked up 24/7. It's the same fucking thing. Don't try to downplay it as, oh, it's just a one-time update. My man, we're always connected. You're watching this right now. You might be watching this mobilely. Ramon, people complaining about the internet and they're on the internet. That's Ramon's thing, and I stand by that. It's fucking wild that companies think that they can get away with this kind of thing. I wish someone could sell you this phone. I wish someone could sell you a phone and tell you before you turn the phone on, you have to plug it up to a computer before you could use it. You have to get home and plug it up to a computer. You have to get to your home, your house, to turn this on to your computer. And then your computer has to be hooked up to the internet in order for your phone to be a phone. Yo, again, I'm a consumer first. I am not a PlayStation fanboy, but I have a deep appreciation for PlayStation, and that's where I come into play. This is why they have my mind share. I'm only buying a PS4 because of this shit right here. I don't want to spend. I could do so much more with that money. So much more. So much fucking more with that money. First off, I am a firm believer. If you haven't seen our HN videos, go check those out. I'm a firm believer that the PlayStation and the Xbox, to a certain extent, have at least another 2 years. Strong 2 years. When I jumped from PS2 to PS3, I didn't jump when everybody else jumped. I waited to 2008. In fact, I waited till October of 2008. Today is October 31st. I waited till October of 2008 when SOCOM came out. Yeah, I know. But what was I gonna play before that? Metal Gear Solid, 12 gig install on a 20 gig fucking PlayStation. Listen, that's some consumer shit I just hit you over the head with just now, right? I play games like shit. The other two Soulcoms that came out, one 2006 and I think another one 2007 or 8, whatever. And then I fucking played what? What was the other thing I played? God of fucking War 2. And like 5 other fucking games that came out at the same while PlayStation 3 was in rotation. That's another topic. I'm not gonna get into that. I don't have to buy this PlayStation 4. This shit's crazy. You literally telling me that in order for me to enjoy my system, I have to do an update. You know who I blame on a low? Nintendo. Not Nintendo as a company, but Nintendo Wii fucking U. Wii U. The Nintendo Wii U. Because the Wii U didn't have to come out last year. Should have came out this year. The Xbox and the P4 would have been trying to come out next year. The shit ain't done. And don't think for a second that Xbox is all set since then. But so far, everything that they're saying, they're delivering day one. Now, we were fine as PlayStation mindshare users, not fanboys, or the fanboys too, of what we weren't going to get come day one. But nobody saw no CDs. Nobody saw no DVDs. Nobody saw no Blu-rays. Nobody saw no MP3s. Nobody gave a fuck about DLNA. Or so I thought. The other parts of the update is fine. Like, you know, part of that 300 to do the share function and all that. That's fine, because guess what? You have to put something in for the assholes who want to get shit early for fucking internet fame. Oh, look, I got Killzone 4 early picture. I don't give a shit about Killzone. I'm gonna take that back. Listen, shout out to everybody who won the Taco Bell thing, but people who are going to get the game and share stuff like that hurts the games and all that other stuff. There was an Assassin's Creed PS4 review or that already, not an Xbox one because they're under NDA or embargo rather. There could be a Killzone review out already and they didn't do it. There's a reason behind that. So my thing is, these things has gotten out of control where they're stopping your PlayStation from working out of the gate without an update. Like, I don't think you guys really understand, because one, you're not buying for entertainment, you're buying for games. But they still didn't say if the games will work without it. Consumers, this is a consumer video. Like, it almost bothers me that when I was speaking about this prior to me getting on the camera, that the person I was speaking to didn't understand. Because he didn't understand, because in my crib I am PlayStationed up. My PS2 is still hooked up. The only reason why my PS1 is not hooked up is because I can't fucking find it. Yo, check Ramon's video. Again, I am the PlayStation resident here. Check Ramon's video before mine. Shout out to everybody who understands the angle that I'm getting at. But if it's what you do is you only play games and 300 megabytes is not an issue, I want you to hear yourself real quickly. Ask that question. Is that download for this thing, for these features, not an issue for you? And if you say, no, it's not an issue, then were you beefing about the Xbox One token? Because you shouldn't. I mean, why would you care? Fuck Xbox, right? That's what I say. I'm out.